Just a quick one today. It is number 136, which is Hilly Route in Watopia. We've all ridden this one, but let's see what a TTT looks like. Out of the pens, and then is straight onto the Hilly KQOM, which we will hit 3 times. It's 3 laps, which is a total of 27 kilometers and 300 meters. The other thing that you'll hit here is the S's and that little S's climb at the start. The DS notes, as per usual, the easiest and best way to consume these are to download them free of charge from the coffee shop, and I will put a link up in the top right now. Nothing else to say here, really. Bikes are tricky. It's flat, largely, I guess, but the Hilly KOM is pretty steep and goes on for, I think, 700 meters. So you really have to think about your profile as a rider. If you're going to struggle to get over the Hilly KOM, you need to think about a lightweight bike or a lighter weight bike. If you are going to struggle with the rest of it, then a heavier bike works for you. Here are my usual picks. Tron beats everything today, so I would really consider that as you go. Let's take a look at the times. Alright, so the last time we ran this was number 108 in May, and so I used that as my baseline, but here's what I think the times are going to be. I think for the Doppio riders, you're looking at 37 minutes dead for 3 laps. For Espresso, the ladies Vienna 43.15, the men's 37.30. It was really tight last time run between the Doppio and the Espressos. Onto Frappe, 44 minutes for the ladies, 39 for the mixed. Latte, 47 minutes for the ladies and 42.10 for the mixed. And Mocha, 49 for the ladies, 48.30 for the mixed. I'm really a little off, I think, on the Vienna. I'm not sure exactly how to slice this, but I think particularly as we've got a steep climb there, I think the ladies will shave a little more time off the what I have here. But hey, this is what I'm going to go with. Let's see how I do. Let's jump in to the ride itself. Okay, here we go. I'm starting at the gate, but you will of course start at the pens and then pass through the gate a few times. So it is 1 kilometer either from the pens or from the gate till you hit the KOM. The KOM is the defining feature here, but you do also have to remember the S's as well. It's not much, but that first little S's bump does split teams up, and then you got to get the hang of going up and down through the S's, using momentum as you go. So 1 kilometer in and we're on to the KOM, or 1 kilometer into each lap and we're on to the KOM. Usually I make a point of saying it's not about the KOM, it's about the hill, but here the KOM starts pretty much at the same time as the hill does. So there we go. The first bend is the toughest. It hit 12, 13, 14% there, but not for long, and then it steadies to 7 or 8%. This first straight flattens out at the hairpin. But what is very important as you go up these first 2 straights is that you stick together as a group. Usually that's important on a hill, so I do always say it, but more importantly here, as we get to the top, it is flatter for a while, and so there's time to regroup before the descent. So do whatever you can. Maybe it's at the flat, maybe it's at the top. Stay tight together. That means climbers hold back. Make sure you're leading the group, not leaving the group. And then when you get up to this bend here, very quickly regroup into a tight pack, because you'll want that as you're in the descent. So you can see it flattens out quite a bit. There's a little bump here, flattens out again through the gate and into the descent. You want to be together at this point. The descent does roll, as you can see. It was 3 or 4, 5%, now it's 1%, and now there's a slight incline of 1%. So just pay attention as you're going down, stay together, like I am with that guy. The most important point on this descent is this bend here, because you can see it kicks up 4%, 5% just for a couple of hundred meters, and you got to stay powered on, stay as a group till you get through it. And we're through it now, and we're back into the descent. There's another little bump up, but that one's not so much. Now you can pick up speed. It gets really steep here. You can pick up speed and be super tucking for a very short amount of time. Is it worth it? It's not worth coordinating as a team, but you know, if you want to get a few moments respite, you can. 400 meters flat, another kick up. Stay together for this little kick up here, flattens out a touch and then carries on upwards. You will be pushing pretty hard at this point, so it's not that this is a hard hill to get over, or indeed any of this is particularly hard except for the KOM section itself, but it is really all about stretching the team as much as you can, pushing as hard as you can to get the best performance out. Alright, from that little house there, it's 700 meters straight through the sprint to the start of the S's. Alright, up the hill. Make sure you communicate here. Don't let anyone who's got a little more legs go ahead. Stay tight. 200 meters, it averages 4%, and then down into the S's. I always say, when we do the S's here, try and make sure that you're working on your momentum. My way through this is to power hard on the incline and then ease back on the descent. And there we go. Power here. Ease back, power, ease back. But you'll do what you do. What's important is staying together. I hope you like the speed we're moving through this because it's quite a common course. It's one that you guys have all ridden. I wanted to go through fairly quickly. Here's the end of the S's, and it is the descent into downtown. Trick, I think, on this one is just to push as hard as you can, and then push so hard that you just lose a couple of riders through attrition and get 4 through the gate. But who knows, you may be one of the teams that just wants to get everybody through the gate at the fastest speed possible, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'll leave you with the 3 downloadables and a link to them in the coffee club. If I don't talk to you beforehand, ride on everybody.